Right, today's jog starts here outside East Croydon Overground Station. What we're going to do is the Wandle Trail, which follows the River Wandle all the way to the Thames by Wandsworth Bridge. And when you leave East Croydon Station here, you turn to your right and you just go all the way down George Street, straight down to Crown Hill, and then we're going to turn left at Old Palace Road. Okay, so what we do, we leave East Croydon Station here and we're just going all the way straight down the hill here. So, as I said before, we're going to do the Wandle Trail, courtesy of Merton Council, which you can Google, and follows the River Wandle all the way to Wandsworth by the River Thames. So we just carry on straight down the hill here. Okay, when you reach this point in George Street, you just cross over the crossings and just carry on straight in front. Just carry on straight in front. And remember, this is from East Croydon. We're going to go all the way, follow the Wandle, all the way towards Thames by Wandsworth. But anyway, we just carry on straight. And we're past the George pub and we just carry on straight till I say when. Okay, just carry on straight down the hill. I'll just give you a little panoramic view. As I said, we just carry on straight down the hill and we're going to turn left into Old Palace Road. Carry on down the hill here and we're going to turn left by the public house into Old Palace Road. Okay, when you reach this point by the public house here, we turn left and then we're going to turn right. So we turn left here. Now at this point in Old Palace Road, we turn right and then we'll cross over and we're going to go down the alleyway there between the... As I said, we turn into this alleyway between the buildings and we're going to go round by the church. Just follow the path round by the church and then we're going to go on the subway across Roman Way. Okay, so we'll just follow round by the church and then onto the subway. Okay, we're at the front of the church now. And what we're going to do, as I said, we're going to go underneath the subway, across to the other side, across Roman Way, and then we're going to turn right into Silverdale Road. So we just go underneath the subway to the other side. Right, on the other side of the subway we just carry on straight and we're going to turn to our right turn to our right. Okay, when we reach this point in St John's Road, we're going to turn right, as I said, into Silverdale Road and we'll carry on to the end. Continue along Silverdale Road to the very end and then we're going to turn to our left by an alleyway. As I said, when we get to the end of Silverdale Road, we just turn to our left down this little alleyway here, back onto the main road. Okay, when we get to this point, we cross over here and we walk over the footbridge and we enter Wadden Park. Then when we get to the park, we turn to our left and carry on until we leave the park. So we just cross over the road here, over the footbridge, into Wadden Park. Okay, I've just come down those steps over the footbridge. And what we do now is go into Wandle Park and we're going to turn to our left and then we're going to leave by the first entrance on our left. So we just carry on and turn to our left. A quick view of Wandle Park. As I said, we just carry on and at the next exit on our left we leave the park and we're going to cross over by the tram line into Vicarage Road. Now this is where we're following the Wandle River all the way to the Thames from the start. So anyway, we just carry on till we leave on our left. As I said, we take the left fork here and we're going to leave the park here and we're going to cross over the tram line into Vicarage Road. As I said, we cross over the tram line here and straight into Vicarage Road. We're at the top, we're going to turn to our right. I'll just give you a little view of where we are. So anyway, we just crossed the lines here, the tram lines here and go straight forward into Vicarage Road. Alright, at the top of Vicarage Road here, we turn to our right and just carry on straight. So we just turn right here at the top of Vicarage Road. Okay, when you reach this point on Modern Road, we cross over at the lights and we just carry on straight forward in front. So we just carry on straight. Now we've just crossed over those traffic lights, we just carry on straight. Now we pass Wadden Ponds here and we just carry on straight on the road there. So don't go into Wadden Ponds, just carry on straight beside it here. As I said, we pass Wadden Ponds here and we just carry on straight along this road here beside the industrial estate. So we just carry on straight. Okay, when you reach this point, you take the path straight in front. Ignore the path on the left, just continue straight on the path in front, and there's a sign there. It'll tell you the Wandle Trail. So we just carry on straight in front. This is the Wandle. As I said, we just carry along the path till I say when. As I said, we just carry on straight on the path until I say when. Okay, when we reach this point, we cross over the bridge here to the other side, and then we turn left and carry along beside the Wandle. So we just cross over the little bridge here and carry on the other side. Just carry on straight in front till I say when. Okay, when we reach this point in the road, we just take the path here on our left and carry on down beside the Wandle. As I said, we just carry on straight round, following the Wandle. Okay, when we reach this point in Kingston Gardens, we're going to turn to our left, and then we're going to turn to our right, continue along by the River Wandle. So we turn left here. Okay, when we reach this point in Wandle Road, we're going to turn right into Bridges Lane and then carry along the path beside the River Wandle. As I said, we turn right into Bridges Lane and we just carry on straight by the towpath there in front, along by the River Wandle to the end. I'll show you what happens next. So we just carry on straight. We just carry on straight along here beside the River Wandle. I'll just give you a quick panoramic view. Okay, that's the old mill we just passed. And as I said, we just carry on straight along this path in front beside the Wandle, River Wandle. Okay, when we reach this point in the path, we're going to cross over the road there and we're going to carry on the other side. Cross over the road, cross the bridge and carry on straight beside the River Wandle. As I said, we just crossed over the road and we carry along Guy Road here. Carry on straight till I say when. Beside the River Wandle. Okay, when you reach this point in Guy Road, you turn right, go across the bridge and you carry on along by the River Wandle. So we just cross the bridge and carry on straight. As I said, we just cross the bridges and we just carry on straight beside the River Wandle. Okay, as we just came around the corner, you just take the path on your left there, the small path, keep beside the River Wandle, okay? So we just carry on straight on the little path. So as I said before, we just turn off to our left here by the little path beside the River Wandle and carry on straight. Keep following the path round on your left beside the River Wandle. So just keep beside the River Wandle. Okay, when we reach this point on the tarmac path, we leave the path and we go on that dirt track where that fella's coming towards us from. We just go across the field and then I'll tell you where to go from there by Crew House. But anyway, we just leave the tarmac path here and go across the field, straight through those bushes. So as I said, we just go through the field here diagonally to the other side. Continue past, carry on straight. Continue on. We just cross over that little bridge. We just carry on straight now till we get to a little car park. So just carry on. Continue through car park here, straight ahead, and then we're going to cross over a bridge on our right in a second. Okay, as I said, we turn right here across this bridge, and we're going to turn left and carry on straight beside the River Wandle. Okay, we're going into Beddington Park, so we just cross over the bridge and then turn to our left. Okay, when you reach this point in the path, you can either cross over the bridge here again and carry on beside the Wandle, or you can carry on straight along this side of the bank. It's up to you. But anyway, either way, you just keep beside the Wandle. I'm going to go over the bridge and just carry on straight beside the Wandle on the other side. So just carry on straight along beside the Wandle here till we get to the other side. Okay, when we get to this point, the bridge, cross over the bridge, and we're going to turn to our left and follow the Wandle all the way round. Okay, so just cross over the bridge and follow the Wandle. Just carry along beside the Wandle till we reach the car park. When we reach this point in the path, we cross over the bridge here and we just carry on along the Wandle. So we carry on straight. So we cross the bridge, turn right and carry on along beside the River Wandle. As I said, we cross over the bridge and we just carry on straight in front. Okay, when we reach the car park, we're going to turn to our left down through the gardens. Okay, we just crossed the car park, and as I said, we're just going to turn down here through to the other side into the gardens. So just continue down on that path in front across. Okay, when you reach this point, just cross over the road here and carry on straight in front. Okay, when you reach this point, we're going to cross over to the other side towards those shops in front. So that's where we're going to aim for. So we're going to cross the main road there to the other side. Well, we've crossed over and we're beside Elms Pond, and what we do now is we head towards the public house there and shops, Rose and Crown, and then we're going to turn right into Westcroft Road. Okay, so we just carry on straight. Okay, we passed the Rose and Crown and we're going to turn to our right. As I said, we turn right here into Westcroft Road and we carry on straight till I say when. Okay, when we get to the top of Westcroft Road, by the bollards here, we're going to turn to our right towards the leisure centre, and then we're going to turn left. Okay, when we get to this point, as I said, we're going to turn left, go across the bridge and carry on straight into Grove Park. We're heading towards Carshalton Ponds. As I said, we just cross over the bridge and just carry on straight into Grove Park. We're heading towards Carshalton Ponds. Okay, when we reach this point in the path, we just follow it round to our right and carry on straight. Just carry on straight in front. Just carry on straight until we get to the ponds, Carshalton Ponds. Okay, we've got a children's area beside. But as I said, we just carry on straight. Now here we are, we're at Carshalton Ponds, and what we're going to do is we're not going to cross the bridge. Before we get to the bridge, we're going to turn to our right, the one alongside the River Wandle. So we just carry on and we're going to turn right before the bridge. As I said, before the bridge here at Carshalton Ponds, we're going to turn to our right and continue along the Wandle River. So we're just going to turn right here before the bridge and carry on straight. So we're just going to carry on straight along this path here until we leave the park. I'll show you an old water mill. This is why this river is very famous, because of the power of the river. Supplying power to all the old factories, etc., going back at the turn of the 18th, 19th century. Now keep on the path in front beside the Wandle River all the way round. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a little detour here across this bridge here to see an old water mill. Okay, this is not the path. Okay, so when you've had a look at the water mill, come back and just continue straight on the path in front here. Now this is what it was all about, water power. And this is, I don't know, this is one of the old water wheels. Anyway, as I said, we'll cross back over the bridge again and carry on along beside the Wandle, River Wandle, towards the Thames by Wandsworth. Okay, when you reach this point, just cross over this little bridge here and turn to our right, and we just continue along beside the Wandle. When we just cross over that bridge, and we just carry along straight here till I say when, beside the Wandle. Just carry on straight beside the Wandle. Just carry on straight. I said just carry on straight underneath the railway bridge. Okay, this is Wilderness Island here. We ignore and we just carry on straight in front. So to my right is Wilderness Island. We just go past there and carry on straight, and I'll tell you what happens next. So we just continue straight past Wilderness. Okay, when you reach this point along River Gardens, you turn right here along this little path, which is one beside the River Wandle. So we just turn right here. Okay, we just continue along the path here until we reach the end. Okay, at the end of the path we reach this point. We cross over the road here, carry on, cross the bridge, and then we're going to turn to our left down beside the River Wandle again and carry on straight. So we just cross over the road and turn down over on the other side of the bridge, and then down to our left, carry on beside the River Wandle. Right, ignore that path there across the road there. As I said, we've got to cross the bridge here and take the other path on the other side of the Wandle. So we cross over the bridge here and take the path on our left. So as I said, we just cross over the bridge and we take this path down here and we just follow the Wandle all the way through. And we just cross that bridge there. And just give you a little view. And basically we're just going to carry along beside the Wandle here. Just carry on straight. Okay, we just pass the white bridge and just carry on straight in front. Just carry on straight across the road and carry on beside the Wandle. As I said, we just crossed that little road there and we just carry on the path beside the Wandle. Keep going straight. You've got the Wandle on your left and you've got these houses here on your right. But anyway, keep going straight till I say when. Okay, when we reach this point in the path, we take the smaller left path here and continue round. So we leave the main path here and turn left on the smaller path and just carry on round. Okay, when we reach this point in the path, we bear to our left and continue across over the bridge. So we just bear to our left here. I'm on the bridge now looking down at the Wandle. But anyway, we just carry on straight, turn round to our right and carry on straight. So we've gone straight through and turned into our right. As I said, we just carry on down beside the Wandle, carry on straight. Now at the end of the path here, we turn to our right. So we turn right here. Okay, when you reach the traffic lights here, all we do is cross over the traffic lights, turn right, and then we're going to turn left down Watermead Road. So we just cross over the lights here, turn right and then left. As I said, we turn left here into Watermead Lane and just carry on straight. Okay, so we just carry on straight. As I said, we just carry on straight past the cottages, straight on into the park. Okay, we've just passed these cottages and here we are. Just going to continue straight beside the River Wandle. Okay, till the other end. Just carry on straight. Just continue straight. It's quite a long path, just so carry on straight. Okay, when you reach here by the football pitches, okay, we're going to turn to our left at the end of the path here and continue straight till we get to the main road. So as I said, we turn left here and just continue straight along here beside the railings till we get to the main road. So we just carry on straight. Okay, when we reach the main road here, we're going to cross over and then into the park across the road there. So we just cross over and into the park there over on my left. Okay, we've just crossed over the main road, Bishop's Ford Road, and we just cross over the bridge here and turn left into the park. And there below the bridge here, which we're just crossing, is the River Wandle again. So we just carry on beside the banks of the Wandle. Okay, we just crossed over the bridge and all we're going to do is turn to our left and follow the River Wandle all the way along till we get to the other end. Okay, so this is Ravensbury Park, and we're just going to continue straight beside the River Wandle.